All right, now let's take a look at some sports news. Nigeria's Super Falcons resumed training in Abuja today ahead of their first group stage match with Cote d'Ivoire on Saturday at the African Women's Championship in Namibia. Head coach of the team, Mr. Edwin Okon, told Channels Television that the team is not taking chances with any of their group stage games. Okon says the team is prepared to win the trophy for the 7th time. Nigeria is in Group A along with Cote d'Ivoire, Zambia and host nation Namibia. From the women to the men, where the Super Eagles coach Stephen Keshi has called up Dolphins of Port striker Udwak to take the place of injured Victor Moses in the must-win Africa Cup of Nations clash against Sudan. Udwak, with 13 goals to his name in the Globe Premier League, will be teaming up with the other home-based players like Bola Salami and Chigozie Agbim at the Abuja camp of the national team. Coach Keshi has already invited first-timers Aaron Samuel, Sunday Emmanuel, Hope Akpan and Anyora Ugunna, as the African champions are eager to get their AFCON qualification back on track. The Eagles are just a point above Sudan, who are at the bottom of the group, having lost 2 of their matches. Now, organisers of the inaugural Indian Super League have unveiled the trophy for the season in Mumbai. 8 star players from each of the 8 teams were at the unveiling ceremony. Some of the players include Freddie Lumberg of Mumbai City FC, Alessandro Del Piero of Delhi Dynamos FC, David Trezeguet of Pune City, and Robert Pires, who signed for FC Goa. Each team will play each other home and away, with the top 4 teams going into semi-final playoffs before the final on December the 20th. The opening match of the season will see Atletico del Kolkata host Mumbai City on October the 12th. In golf now, and world number 792 golfer Oliver Wilson says the spirit of never giving up is the reason for his European Tour victory. The Englishman held off a strong challenge from world number 1 Rory McIlroy to win by 1 stroke on 17 under par at the Alfred Dunhill Links Championship. Wilson played in the 2008 Ryder Cup but lost his European Tour card in 2012 and needed an invite to play at St Andrews. Prior to his victory, he led the record for the most money won without winning on European Tour. We head over now to the foreign scene, where ISIL fighters pounded the Syrian city of Kobani with tanks and heavy artillery today as the extremist group came closer to capturing the key city on the border with Turkey. If the city falls to ISIL, the group will have more room to expand between the Turkish border and establish control over its self-declared capital in Raqqa, Syria. Here's our correspondent Adeshawa Josh with more.
Now, ISIS militants are aggressively trying to take over new territories in their offensive in Syria, and officials say they might soon be in control of the town of Kobane near the Syria-Turkey border. ISIS has been besieging the town for nearly 3 weeks, and more than 160,000 Syrians, mainly Kurds, have fled across the border since the offensive was launched. Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta has formally agreed to appear at the International Criminal Court in The Hague this week. He told Parliament that his deputy William Ruto would be in charge during his absence. Mr. Kenyatta faces charges of organizing ethnic massacres that killed 1,200 people after the 2007 elections, something he denies. And finally, a new case of the Ebola virus disease has been found in Madrid, Spain. A Spanish nurse who treated an Ebola victim is thought to be the first person to have contracted the virus outside Africa. The nurse tested positive for Ebola in initial tests, and doctors are awaiting final results. She was part of the team that treated Spanish priest Manuel Garcia Vejo, who died of Ebola on 25th of September. Those are the top stories on the foreign scene.
Thanks a lot, Adeshawa. And on entertainment news tonight, all the gist about the 4th African Film Festival, Nollywood superstar launches fashion line, and the 18th edition of the Muson Festival. Here's Mayowa Ogundele with the details.
On entertainment news, producers, actors, scriptwriters, and as many in the filmmaking business can start preparing as the 4th edition of the Africa Film Festival AFRIF holds in Tinapa, Cross River State from the 9th to the 16th of November, so the organizers say. A daring documentary on the ongoing Egyptian revolution titled The Square and produced by Egyptian-American Jehan Najim will take the spotlight on opening night, while Nigeria's Lancelot Imasuen's Invasion will have a presidential screening at the festival. At a press conference in Lagos, South African actor and director Zolile Shabalala was also unveiled as the new ambassador of the festival in place of Hollywood actress Lynn Whitfield, who held the position for 2 years.
We're not a festival of one person or two people. We have a huge team, brilliant minds, so we have to have improvements every year.
Preparations are in top gear for the 2014 Muslim Festival tagged Coming of Age. The festival, which celebrates music and art, will feature the Muson Symphony Orchestra performing works of Tunde Jegede, Fela Kuti, King Sunny Ade, and many others. The festival will hold from the 16th to the 26th of October in Lagos, Nigeria.
18th Muson Festival. So with all that is suggestive of coming of age. As you know, conventionally when people turn 18, they are said to leave adolescence for adulthood.
Nollywood superstar Genevieve Nnaji has launched a ready-to-wear fashion collection named Philomena after a grandmother. Fashion-savvy celebrities including Stephanie Linus, Oluchi Olandi, Betty Irabo, Chi-Girl, Funke Akindele, Lanre Da Silva, and Olisa Adibwa got together for a VIP showing in Lagos over the weekend.
But everything is about to change.
Thrilling epic about old kingdoms, demons, and a lost treasure, The Antique, directed by Darrison Richards, and music video director turned movie maker DJ T, has passed through his first screening in Lagos. The screening, which held in Lagos over the weekend, was attended by singer Nikki Laoye, comedian Bucci, members of the cast and crew, including Seun Akindele, Ashley Samuel, and Oge Indiana, who plays the lead role. The movie is expected to premiere on October 19th.
It was quite challenging, but I enjoyed every bit of it.
Once you watch out for it, it's fantastic and it's mind-blowing. Simply epic.
Epic film, epic challenge.
And now moving on to Hollywood thriller movie Gone Girl, starring Ben Affleck as a man suspected of causing his wife's disappearance overcame a demonic doll named Annabelle to win a tight weekend race at US and Canadian movie box offices. Gone Girl put in $38 million over its first 3 days in domestic theaters, while horror flick Annabelle raked closely behind with little over $37 million. Last weekend's #1 film thriller, The Equalizer, starring Denzel Washington, dropped 2 places with $19 million over the weekend.
It's too late to start over.
And that's it on entertainment. Let's head back for the main news.
Thanks a lot, Mayawa. And the main news again. President Goodluck Jonathan joins other African leaders in Niger Republic tomorrow to discuss solutions to terrorism. And the award season in Channels Television continues as the chairman, CEO, Mr. John Momoh, has become a recipient of the Constituency for Africa's Excellence in Journalism Award as part of this year's Ronald H. Brown African Affairs series. The award was presented at a stakeholders' dinner where the African-American community got to learn more about the organization. Channels Television is being recognized for outstanding journalism in Africa. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks a lot for staying with us. Focus on Africa is up next. I'm Ijoma Onyato. Good night.